Ejjem hoddoj, dejxi ta' nejn.
Unvrane manan son tronsine la raxur sarpor.
I'r gad, ladgarwyr! Mae'r chogon i'r ryfel!
Vad vi bara åsyn av mitt kavalleri. Gott med uns!
By the grace of God, your days are numbered.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Civ 5 AI only Domination Ring. So, I hope you all are enjoying this series so far, because it's been really awesome. So, yeah. Alright, so the Taj Mahal has been completed by the Huns, and the Aztecs have just declared war on Mongolia. So these two civs have been to war like once or twice already. Because these two cities obviously used to belong to Mongolia, but they were captured by the Aztecs. Now it looks like they have a good chance at capturing a couple more. And it also looks like Carthage is spreading Islam into Mongolia, because they just had a missionary here spreading it to this city. So they're definitely focusing on expanding their religion. And an ideology has just been adopted. Assyria has adopted autocracy. And the modern era has been entered by the Huns. Alright, something just went down. Let's go over here. Oh, I didn't even notice this city. So this was a city that was founded by the Aztecs. It was not captured. At least I don't think it was. Yeah, it looks like it was just founded very recently. And it's under attack. It might get taken over by Mongolia. Another ideology, the Huns have chosen order. So we have one autocracy and one order for our ideologies so far. Alright, so they're pillaging a lot of terrain in this Mongolian territory. So the Huns are the most literate. They have 49 technologies, followed up by the Aztecs with 46, Sweden with 42, Assyria with 41, and Carthage with 40. Oh yeah, hold on, I got to research some technology so I can see things like coal and oil and all that, since we're entering that era. So I'll be right back. Alright everyone, so I researched a few technologies, so now I can see coal, oil, and uranium on the map. So here's a bit of oil here that France might be able to get a hold of. There's some more in the ocean. Most of it seems to be in the ocean. Alright, let's go to the next turn. So we have 2 more spies now because I researched those technologies, which allowed me to move into a new era. So we're going to send this dude to... Where do we have one already? We have one in Assyria. So let's put one at Attila's court. And also try to do Carthage, the Zulu, Sweden. I feel like we should do Sweden because, I mean, they haven't like really done, I mean, they are at war now, so actually that's probably the only thing they'd be plotting at this point in time, so maybe there's nothing I'll learn from going here. Alright, next turn. Alright. The Louvre has been completed by Attila. And an ideology has been adopted. The Aztecs have gone with autocracy, so That's the second civ to choose autocracy as their ideology. And the World Congress expands infrastructure. Oh, so they're just... Oh, so they added 5 delegates for the host civilization, 3 for other civilizations, and +1 per city-state ally. Alright, so I have to vote on who's going to be the host. So I'm not really going to vote because I don't want to be too involved in this. Actually, no, I'm going to stay over here to watch this war. The Huns have denounced the Aztecs. Oh! I noticed this city was, like, really low on health a bit earlier while the turn was loading, and it has been taken by Sweden. So they are not to be messed with. I was saying, they're probably going to be that one civ that just everyone underestimates because they weren't really doing much, and they were doing a lot, clearly. They're building all types of wonders and stuff. But, like, they weren't going to war, they weren't really too aggressive with other civs or hostile. But now they're just coming out and just completely just destroying and taking over the, they're at least trying to take over the Assyrian Empire. And speaking of Assyria, they're constructing the Brandenburg Gate in their capital city. Alright, so Sweden will be the next host. I think they already were. I don't know, though. So the Huns have... Oh, I already saw that. Oh, and a peace deal. But the... Okay, so they made peace with Sweden only to end up at war again, this time with the Zulu. Alright, so why do I keep doing this? I hate when I keep accidentally doing that. Ideology. Carthage have chosen order. So 2 autocracy and 2 order. There are no free countries in the world as of yet. Alright, so Big Ben has been completed by Assyria. It never told me that. Maybe they've been working on it for a long time. Like my spy never notified me, but again, it's probably just they've just been building it for quite a while. And there's a fight between Assyria and the city-state of Zanzibar. Alright, so the Huns are plotting against Songhai. That should be interesting if that actually happens. And the Brandenburg Gate is also being constructed by Sweden, so it's a race between Sweden and Assyria to see who can complete that wonder first. Alright, so Milan actually has some uranium. Haven't seen any other sources of uranium as of yet. And all the oil I've seen has been in the ocean. Oh, there's some oil. Looks like the Zulu will most likely get that. Another ideology. Oh, and the Aztecs denounced Carthage. I don't know if I noticed that. But, oh, that voice crack though. But an ideology has been chosen by Japan. They have chosen autocracy. And the people seem to like it. They seem to approve of the ideology that their countries chose. Two cities have just been captured. That was quick. Oh wait, I think I just saw some uranium in their territory. I just saw something bright green, but I don't know. I can't find it now. Maybe I'm just seeing things. So they took 2 cities, like, really fast. So that's definitely gonna weaken Ashurbanipal. And the Huns have completed Uffizi. I probably pronounced that wrong. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go look on the wiki to see what that does so I can let you guys know. Alright, let's go to the next turn now. Alright, so the wonder that the Huns just built. One free great artist appears near the city where the wonder was built, and it also contains 3 slots for great works of art. Alright, that's pretty cool. It won't really help them with their domination victory, but it'll help with their culture, I guess, which obviously doesn't matter because it's domination only. So, Songhai has captured a French city. Alright, so I said France could potentially get that oil. Now, if anyone's gonna get it, it looks like it'll probably be the Songhai. Although, most likely no one will get it, because I don't think anyone will settle up here. Carthage and the Huns have signed a research agreement, and they've also signed a declaration of friendship. Controversial. Oh, so Assyria took their city back. But it looks like they might lose it again. They have like 3 great generals. They have 4. There's another one over here. And is this another one or is that a settler? Oh, that's a great admiral. Oh! Carthage has declared war on the Zulu, and look at this military. The Zulu are completely focused on fighting Assyria, and this place is... There's nothing compared to... this military they have right here is nothing compared to Carthage. Carthage's military. So, yeah, this city is gonna fall unless Carthage really screw up. This city will probably fall as well. They have a couple caravels here. And they can just bring some people down here and also attack from here. Attila's plotting against France. Science funding was not passed. Because nobody voted on it. Ban luxury truffles was passed. Sweden, the Zulus, France, the Aztecs, Songhai, and Japan were in support of it. The Huns, Assyria, Mongolia, and Carthage were not. Now, can caravels take cities? I'm not sure. I mean, they are a melee unit, so I assume they could. Yes, they can take cities. So they aren't the best. They aren't the best naval unit to use to take cities. But they can. So, all right. So Sweden won the race to build the Brandenburg Gate, and there's a barbarian. Where did he come from? Oh, is it maybe it's because is Sweden unhappy because I don't know if it's if you're unhappy or if you're like out of money or something. There's something that can happen in your civ that'll cause your military to turn into barbarians. Alright, so that'll be kind of a nuisance for them. Declaration of friendship between Japan and the Aztecs. Hold on. Let me go and look. Info addict. Alright, so treachery. Sweden is the richest country in the world, so it's obviously not that. Yeah, it's unhappiness. They have -8 happiness, and it was a lot lower. And I guess it went up a little bit when they built that wonder. So yeah, some of their units are going to be turning into barbarians. That is not good for them. It's just... It obviously won't do too much damage, but it will be kind of a nuisance. And it's a peace deal already. You see, like, these civs are going to war a lot, but then they take, like, one city, or maybe two, but then they lose a city, and then they just make peace, and nothing ever comes of the war. Okay. Okay. I accidentally clicked on my Google Chrome and brought that up. Okay. Yeah. Aztecs and Japan have done a research agreement as well. And the Zulu have settled 2 cities here, but they're both under attack. This one was already there, and this is actually under attack as well. Although not as serious, it's not as serious of an issue with this one. Assyria is plotting against the Zulu. They just signed a peace treaty. How can he already be plotting against it? Alright, anyways, Napoleon has just now entered the industrial era, and he's about to lose his capital. If he loses his capital, he's done. I mean, he was already done for, but I mean, he's done. He's just absolutely done for if he loses his capital. And it looks like he most likely will. What was that? Alright, here's some uranium. Oh, there's some more. So there's 8 uranium that a Civ could potentially get. Yeah, Paris is going to fall to the Songhai. It's just, France, they didn't make a lot of, like, their decisions with, like, their military and what they did and where they put their units and all that. They weren't being smart enough with that, so that kind of came back to haunt them a few times, and now they're gonna lose. So a few peace treaties were done there between civs and city-states. Still hasn't fallen yet. Looks like they might actually hold on to it. Montezuma has completed the porcelain tower, and he's also entered the modern era. Looks like Carthage will most likely take this city. Oh, Paris has fallen to the Songhai. It has been taken over, and France, it is not looking good for them. They lost their capital. Yeah, that's not good. Attila is constructing the Eiffel Tower. And Assyria has denounced the Zulu. They clearly still hate each other. Alright, so the Zulu are trying to take over this city. Carthage, there's just a huge battle here. Tons of Zulu units, tons of Carthaginian units. But that means if they're focusing them all over here, they're leaving this place vulnerable. How is there a Hunnic pikeman here? Oh, the lag. How did he get here? What the heck? I never noticed that they had Mount Kilimanjaro here. 3 food and 3 growth and 2 culture. Alright, so that's gonna be about it for this episode. I hope you all have enjoyed. This has been pretty exciting and stuff. So, oh! What city is that? Oh, it's one of these ones. Yeah. They took this city up here. Oh, they're just 1 tile away from... I think that's 2 uranium. Yep. And if they take this city, they could potentially get this if they expand. Excuse me, if they expand, and then... that would be an extra 10 gold. So, yeah, again, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you next week for another exciting episode of Civ 5 AI Only Domination Ring.